Today, we are diving into a whole new class of technology that's promising to totally change how we invest. We're talking about finance AI agents. So the big question is, could this really be like having a personal Wall Street analyst right in your pocket? Let's dig in.
Seriously, just think about that for a second. The power to ask really complex financial questions and get back instant, data-driven answers, anytime, anywhere. And look, this isn't some far-off science fiction fantasy. It's the promise of the tools we're going to explore right now.
You know the feeling, right? You want to research a stock, and the next thing you know, you've got 20 browser tabs open, you're trying to make sense of some super dense annual report, and you're just getting buried under a mountain of data. It is so overwhelming, and that is the exact headache this technology is designed to solve.
All right, so let's meet the solution. And I want to be clear, this is not just another chatbot. It's a specialized tool built from the ground up for one reason and one reason only, to make sense of the markets.
Okay, this definition right here is key. Let's break it down. The absolute magic words are live financial data APIs. What that really means is the AI isn't just guessing based on old, stale information. Nope, it's actively plugging into the very same professional data feeds that the pros use, and it does it all through a simple, natural conversation.
Now, this is probably the most crucial difference to get your head around. You can't just pop open a general chatbot and ask for a stock tip. Why not? Well, because those things operate on static, trained data. Their knowledge literally has a cutoff date, so it could be way out of date. An agentic AI, on the other hand, is built to fetch live data, so the numbers you get are real-time and they're verified. When you're talking about financial decisions, that difference is, well, it's everything.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds powerful, but is it super complicated to use? The answer is not at all. The whole process is designed to be incredibly simple. Let's take a look at how it actually works.
And this shows just how simple it is. It really is just 3 steps. First, you just ask a question, in plain English, just like you're talking to a person. Then, behind the scenes, the AI agent gets to work, pulling in quotes, financials, and news, all in real time. And finally, it takes all that complexity and boils it down into a clear, actionable insight. No jargon, no messy spreadsheets, just the answer you are looking for.
Someone actually described this as being like having a Bloomberg terminal in a chat window. And honestly, that analogy is perfect. The sheer range of analysis you can do is kind of staggering. So let's take a look at the full toolkit.
I mean, just look at this list. We're talking about a full-blown arsenal of research tools. You've got everything from getting investment ideas and doing technical analysis to digging through SEC filings and even seeing what company insiders are trading. This goes so far beyond just looking up a stock price. It's like having your own comprehensive research desk.
So let's see how this works in the real world. You could ask something super direct and timely, like, should I buy NVDA right now? The agent doesn't just guess. It goes and cross-references live data, analyst ratings, and news sentiment to give you a recommendation that's actually backed by data.
Or how about this? You could ask it to do some really complex analysis that would normally take you hours of manual work. A side-by-side comparison of 2 tech giants? Yeah, it'll generate a full, structured analysis for you in seconds.
It also works as an incredibly powerful stock screener. But you don't need to know any complicated formulas. You just describe what you're looking for in plain English, and it goes out and finds the opportunities for you.
And this one is a huge deal. Instead of slogging through a dense 50-page earnings report, you can just ask the agent to pull out the most important highlights and the key takeaways for investors. It's just an unbelievable time saver.
So who's actually using this stuff? Is it just for professional traders on Wall Street? Well, the answer is a definite no. The entire goal here is to democratize access to this kind of high-quality financial data.
This table lays it out perfectly. For an individual investor, it's all about making decisions with confidence. For a professional trader, it's about speed and efficiency. For a finance student, it's a fantastic learning tool to understand concepts with real, live data. And for a financial analyst, it accelerates the most tedious parts of their job. It really adapts to every single level.
So let's zoom out. What does all of this really mean for the future? Well, what we're looking at is a truly foundational change in how we interact with financial information.
And the scale here is just immense. A single one of these AI agents can give you deep analysis on over 11,000 stocks, not to mention things like crypto and forex. For the average person, having this sheer volume of data instantly accessible was simply impossible. Until now.
And this brings us to the most crucial point.
For decades, investing has been about searching for data, right? You're hunting through websites, reports, and charts. This technology represents a fundamental shift to a model where we can simply converse with the data. We can ask questions, get follow-ups, and have a dynamic dialogue with the market itself.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating final question. If access to elite, professional-grade analysis is no longer the main barrier, then what is? Is it temperament? Is it strategy? Or is it something else entirely? As these tools become more and more common, the very definition of what gives an investor an edge is for sure going to change, and that's something to think about.